Hey everyone, stick with the Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell. We go live 30 minutes before market open, Monday through Friday. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, link is below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you are here right now, say what up. We have the S&P's up 5, Dow's up 29, NASDAQ up 38, of course. We got Jeff, Hank, Faiz, Carl, Jay Harvin. What is going on? What's going on, guys? How are we doing this morning? It is a little bit muggy out. Daniel, Victor, Keith. How you doing? How are you doing, guys? A little sip of coffee here, just trying to wake up. Get things going right now. Yeah, we got UNH earnings July 15th. We can take a look at that real quick, Hank. Nando took a break for a while now, is back. Hank is hanging in there. Gold is popping up. Yo, Jack, what's going on? Depressed, no free pizza. Sorry, Daniel. What is going on? What is going on with the internets? So annoying. Come on. All right, I'm trying to get things right here. Looking to replay Beyond today, Nick. Anyone? I don't know if you guys can hear me all right, but the video is kind of choppy right now. Are we back? Looks like we're having a little bottleneck there, but we are coming back here. Okay, I think we're back. Not sure, but it seems that it's whatever happens worked out. I'm gonna have to check on this because it's getting every day. It's getting really annoying. Anyways. UNH, yeah, Hank, they do have earnings July 15th. Currently, let me just double check that. Currently UNH, sitting right up here. I don't know if it's gonna break out or not before earnings, but it's kind of just chilling. I don't know. I definitely wish I did swing my Docu call this morning. Docu, because this is popping up to 205, 207 pre-market. I had the 195 call. I actually bought the 190 calls yesterday at low of the day, or near low of the day, and this ran. So Docu is on my radar today as well. Kind of what's moving things around a little bit. Home mortgages were spiking 33%. Mortgage applications to purchase a home rose 5%. Mortgages were up 33% higher than a year ago. Home prices gains continue to accelerate, so low mortgage rates are giving buyers much needed help. So just to let you guys know, mortgage rates. Walmart, I don't know if you guys saw the news yesterday with Walmart. Walmart setting out to compete with Amazon Prime with something called a Walmart Plus I know, very creative, right? Walmart Plus, the naming there. But either way, it's a competitor. For $98 a year, subscribers will get features such as same-day delivery of groceries and general merchandise, discounts on fuel at Walmart gas stations, and early access to product deals according to a report by Vox's Recode. So I think that if anyone is going to compete in this space, it can be Walmart, because they have so many actual physical locations and they can probably make on this promise. The one thing, though, that I'm worried about with Walmart is the customer service piece. They're not necessarily known, as you guys know. Walmart's definitely not known. And if you've ever gone to a Walmart, you definitely know their customer service is far below any other retailer. I mean that's just from my personal experience, of course, but I don't know what you guys think in the chat. I mean, what do you guys think of Walmart's customer service? So Amazon, Prime has definitely taken them to another level. Walmart, on the other hand, whenever I go to Walmart, it's always like a hot mess. The employees, they don't know where things are at. They don't know what I'm looking for. They don't know, basically, from my experience in the Chicago area, like most of the time the Walmart employees are just there to stock shelves, and they don't really, and then a lot of times what happens is like you'll see somebody and then like just walk by you. They don't ask you like, oh, how are you? Are you looking for something? Do you need help with anything? Like, it's not like that at all, But from a technical level, Walmart, as you guys know, over the last year, I mean, this thing's just been super choppy, up and down, up and down, up and down. Really, no clear direction. It's been maintaining about the same price, about 120 area, for quite some time, right? You can't find nobody to help you in a Walmart. Yeah, no, and when you do, they don't even know what you're talking about. They don't even know what you're talking about. Like, it's very frustrating. So I don't know. They need to fix that. They definitely need to fix that. But can it go? Can it push 130s? Definitely, it's 128 right now. But just realize that there's apparent like sellers in this area. So I'm kind of just watching from the sidelines now with Walmart. I don't necessarily like trading Walmart due to how choppy it's been. You can kind of see, it's gotten a little bit better in the last month or so, but it's been pretty bad all year round. We're going red, green, red, green, red, green. Where for options traders, there's not much opportunity there. Call Uber. Calls on Uber, or like call them on the phone. Right now, SPY chilling 314, had a major sell-off from 317 down to 313 yesterday. Right now, not showing a whole lot of strength. VXX still at 33, so still pretty high up there. It's not VXX. I mean, that was a crazy run yesterday. VXX. What I'm looking at right now on SPY, is it gonna top out at this level, or are we gonna keep retesting and explode to the upside? I think I'm joking, Johnny. I'm joking. I'm joking. Guys are too serious. Take it easy. Take it easy. I got some humor for you guys, though. So you know what they say: if it keeps retesting, it's gonna explode to the upside. But we'll see. Right now, like today, they're playing on the coronavirus narrative, it getting much worse. Canada's president Justin Trudeau has declined an invitation to the White House. Stuff like that. Stuff like that gets in the way of trading. But in other news, there's similar to the TikTok campaign that took down Donald Trump's rally. The TikTok users got a new campaign, is to pump. I think this is gonna be interesting. Their TikTok users are are using TikTok to pump things to get rich. And I think this is like the new era of penny stock newsletter pumpers. Like back in the day, you get an email, you get a newsletter saying, hey, buy XYZ, it's going to go up 1,000%. And then basically all these newsletters did was they were pump and dump newsletters, right? And now, once people figure out they can tap into TikTok to make the pricing explode of, in this case, Dogecoin or Dogcoin, however you say it. I don't even know. DOGE, but they're like symbols of dog. I don't know. Is it like Dogecoin? Anyways, so they're pumping it. You can look into it, but they're basically pumping this, and as you can see over the last week, I mean this definitely lifted off. It's up 60% in the last week. It does look like it is fading now, but they were able to pump it a good, what was it, 4.0046. So basically like 100%. It's up like 100% here from the lows. It did top out. So it's up 50%, 60%, but at the top here is like 100%. So Doggy coin, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I don't. I mean, it's worth 0.0037. Not even like it's not even worth penny. You know. But I'm not here to talk about what this coin actually is, but I'm here. I think it's super interesting that TikTok users now what's next? Like now the question is like, what's next? What are they going to be able to pump? Is it going to be NKLA? Is it going to be GNUS or some other NIO? I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, Akon's got his own. Akon's got his own coin. Let's see, Akon. Here you go, Acoin. Acoin. Here you go. If you're looking to buy Acoin, sign up. Got a nice little roadmap though. But regardless, Akon's doing a lot for Africa right now and delivering electricity and stuff like that. So, Akon's doing real things in the real world, just not like, Ja Rule or whatever. Nick started TikTok and pump. Yeah, we talked about TikTok yesterday. I don't really feel comfortable. I don't really feel comfortable being on that platform right now. Hey, I'm not saying NIO isn't legit. I'm just saying penny stock pump. They're coming, Hank. They're coming. They've realized the power. It creates money. Pretty much everybody is going to be trading stocks in crypto. I mean, that's just what it is. Easy. It's easy money. It's free money, right? Like it doesn't require any work. You just tell your friend, hey, buy XYZ. It's gonna go up. He buys it. He tells somebody else, he buys it, and then me, I just get out. I say, okay, thanks guys. I'm gonna get out. Thanks for the pump, guys, but I gotta go. I'm gonna take my money. See you later. Tim Sykes, right? NVAX. So NVAX, I think that pump's definitely gonna get faded. I mean, it's looking like it wants to get faded already here. I mean, if you look back to any of these major pumps, they pump hard, right, and then fade, pump hard, then fade. Now it's going to pump hard again. So I definitely think that it's probably going to retrace maybe down to the 90 level. I don't know if it's going to come back down to 80, but they're pricing in right now that they're going to be a major manufacturer for the coronavirus vaccine. Who knows what's going to come out? Phase 3 Phase 3 is not until October-ish. We don't know how that's going to go. We don't know when there's going to be a vaccine available. That's going to be, human trials begin in October-ish unless something happens. If something bad happens, it's going to be pushed back. So, we'll see. We'll see. Everyone buying NAO, you should too. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a position on NAO right now. I think I would rather invest in NIO than NKLA. I mean, I'm just being real. I don't know about NKLA. Alibaba's the GOAT right now. Yo, Jim, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. If you guys do me a favor, hit the like button. You should pump stocks. No, I'm not gonna be a penny stock pump and dumper. LK, I don't know. LK, I took off my watch list. I mean, are they even back? I mean, I don't know. LK, I mean, is their stock even tradable? Are they still in business? I think didn't they get delisted? What happened here? I thought they got delisted. Do they not? Well, I think this will tell you the story of how that will yeah, they got delisted. But listen, LK turned out to be a major financial scam. No one's checking these companies until they just so happen to blow up. Do you know how many people probably got rich off of LK, especially in China? And this is kind of what I say is I don't necessarily trust anything, any data that comes out of China. I mean, this LK, it got listed on American exchanges, was reporting to the SEC, was reporting financial numbers. Yet there's no way for anyone to verify any of that. And then someone looked into it. It's like, hey, actually, they're not really making that much money. So screw LK and screw those companies and screw everybody that supported this. This should not be allowed to happen on American exchanges. It should not. It should not be allowed to happen. It makes me very angry. So frustrating that LK, and I hope NIO is telling the truth, but I don't know. I'm not investing in it. I know we want to make money, but screw them. Screw them. Seriously, I'm going to take this off my screen. Pissed me off. All right. Small caps are a little bit lower this morning. IWM, I don't know if you guys have been watching. I've been watching it pretty good. Probably should have shorted it at 145, but it looked like it wanted to explode to the upside. IWM still chilling below the 200-day moving average here. Moving average is moving lower now. The 200-day is moving lower, but it's stuck in this little section here of 135, 136, and 145. So nice $10 range. So I think that IWM is definitely one to watch for some rotation here. It looks like this is going to get a little bit pounded down to the lower end here, 137, 136 area. Okay, he's going to get relisted. I mean, even if it gets relisted, I would never touch that stock. I don't even care if LK went to $1,000 a share. I would not want to be a part of that. Trying to see some of these comments here. What other stocks you guys looking at this morning? LIVX, SLV, man. So I do think that SLV is gonna pump out of range here. It's gonna go, but right now it's a little bit stuck. So right now, I mean, it's at 1730 this morning. That's definitely a high, but it gets as you can see, it's not like it's the second retest or the third retest. It's like what? The sixth, seventh, eighth retest now that we're getting up here. Each time it's got smacked down really hard. So I'm a little bit right now. I'm a little bit cautious. I do think that it could pump to 18, but I'm a little bit cautious right in here right now. I mean, I think that it's gonna pump. Kind of similar to gold. I mean, gold definitely pumped, but SLV, it's definitely not as strong as gold. It didn't. The chart isn't as I guess we want to say like pretty. Lot of chop action here. Not so much. Not a lot of consolidation. There was some consolidation here between 16 and 17, and now it's ticking higher. So I do think this is definitely very bullish. But if you're gonna buy SLV, I would definitely go out, like, for myself. I would probably go out to like October area, buy some of these calls here in October. Alibaba. Yeah, Alibaba. The thing about Alibaba has always been underpriced. They're obviously the most prominent Chinese company in the world, I would say, in terms of e-commerce and the internet. But I feel like they're always going to be held down as long as there's tensions with the U.S. and China. So I do think that, I've always liked Alibaba. I've owned shares in the past. But with the trade war and with the China virus and all that garbage that's going on right now, right? It impacts Alibaba and Chinese stocks overall. So yes, I do think it's going to pump. It'll probably go to 300. But when you trade Alibaba and a news headline comes out on CNBC that, someone said something about China or somebody did something to somebody over in China, whatever the case is, it impacts it in an unfair way. And people are like, I don't understand why it sold off. I don't understand. It doesn't, you don't need to understand it. It's just the way the price action is. So cancel. No, I'm just saying that's the type of news, Johnny. That's the type of news that it like gets Alibaba in trouble. So if you're gonna be an investor in Alibaba, just know the baggage that comes with it. Sure, Alibaba bullish, looks good, but if Alibaba wasn't a Chinese company, I can almost guarantee you this would be a $500 stock, guaranteed. I guarantee you it would be a $500 stock. So yes, it's held down. It's held down on purpose, and it's negatively impacted when a headline comes out regarding U.S. and China relations. And as you can see, super choppy, creates a lot of opportunity. 200-day, 50-day, 10-day, all moving in an upwards fashion, but it's tough. So if you're going to be a shareholder, be a shareholder. If you're going to own options, it's when you have options on it, you better buy protection on it, right? So if you're buying like a call on, let's say you're buying for August, you're buying the 250 calls, you better buy some 215 puts too, right? So just that's kind of the way that I've been trading Alibaba, and kind of strangle it a little bit, and you can do fairly well. And then if it goes against you, you can recoup most of your investment or make some money if it goes that direction by a lot. As you can see, there's some very extreme moves here to the upside and to the downside. So strangles do make a lot of sense when it comes to Alibaba. BA. I'll talk about BA, but I have boycotted trading it for the rest of 2020. I mean, nothing but a disappointment. I made some nice money on this pump here, but every day it's just a disappointment. Today, I mean, it's up not even up a dollar, just chilling. I do think that it is building a nice base here around 180, and I do think it will lift off, but too much red tape, you know? Too much red tape. The one thing that I would say, you say NAO could be the next Tesla long term, and I mean, I think that Tesla has the advantage that is Elon Musk, and I think that that alone is going to drive Tesla way higher than anybody else. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at Apple, right? The decisions that Steve Jobs made are still relevant to this day in terms of Apple as a company. Now, how will that define his future? I'm sure in my lifetime, I don't know when, but I'm pretty sure in my lifetime, news headlines are going to be like, oh, how did Apple fall off from being the number one company in the world? You know, kind of similar, like if you think about back in the day, GE, AT&T, these people thought they were untouchable, right? And now we're calling GE junk stock, and they have junk bonds, and they got, junk ratings, right? And if 100 years ago, if I was on the street saying, hey, GE is going to be a junk stock in 100 years, you should, that company's garbage, right? And they would be like, bro, you're super crazy. So, it's just the rotation. Something's going to come up. The world is going to change, and Tesla right now is on the forefront of that. Apple is not necessarily innovating. They're just meeting supply and demand right now. And when you're just meeting supply and demand, look at what happened to Ford and GM. If you're just meeting supply and demand, you're just catering to the market. You're not driving the market. You're not showing where the market needs to go. You're not innovating. Oh, why are companies like GM and Ford and BMW and Mercedes are trying to innovate now? Is because they have a serious disruptor that is Tesla. I mean, you could buy a Tesla right now for under $40K. That's a big, big, big deal. You could buy a Tesla for under $40K, big deal, brand new, Model 3. So you can hate all you want, but that's just the way it is. You're talking too much sense right now. We need to get back to Wall Street bets. Every day the stock market goes up. Curious to hear your thoughts on Disney reopening Saturday. So Disney has been a lot of chop, as you can see, up and down in the last week or so, especially on the 1 year. I mean, it did pop up to 125. Look, got rejected at the 200-day, smacked down hard with fears of the coronavirus news, and also they're pushing back Disneyland. Let's see what's going on here. Disneyland. So they're gonna be pushing back the Disneyland reopening. However, Disney World is set to open. Was it July 11th? Saturday. They said everything is good to go for that right now, for that reopening. So right now we know that the reopening. I think the market is waiting to see like what happens with that reopening. We know Florida is a mess right now when it comes to coronavirus. I mean, they're basically leading the country outside of Texas and Arizona. I mean, it's a mess. They're not requiring anyone to wear masks. Who knows what they're doing over there. And who knows I'm not going to get into the whole ordeal with the mask or no mask and all that stuff, right? So Disney, I think right now we know the catalyst is Saturday. I think that we just need a little bit of good news. Like, record numbers came out on Disney. People came out and nobody got sick. I think that's what we're looking for Disney. But people, I don't know what's going to happen with this Disney reopening. And obviously, I think if anybody was going to do it right, I think it would be Disney, because they take a lot of care for their guests. I mean, if you go to a Walt Disney park versus a Six Flags, you can tell there's a huge, huge, huge difference in that, right? If you've never been to Disney, you've never been to Six Flags, you don't really have anything to compare to. But I've been to Disney and Six Flags, and I'll tell you right now, Disney, they care about their guests, they cater to them, and Six Flags is, Six Flags. They don't really, it's like the Walmart of the theme parks. They don't know what's going on. They don't care about you. They just care you spend your money there, But right now, the market just opened up a little bit here. S&Ps are up 8, Dow's up 59, Nasdaq up 46, Disney dumping a little bit here, VXX coming down, Tesla 412 currently pushing up, Amazon up another 22 points as well, pushing up, even though it's up 22 points, it doesn't even look like it's up like anything at all, right? It's just like crazy. Snapchat has been on fire. I mean, yesterday pushed up to 25. Definitely wish I got in on some of that. I mean, it's been riding. I mean, when you see a chart like this, you just kind of buy the pullback and you hang on. There's really no technical analysis that you need to do. You see a chart like this, which there's a lot of them now. See a chart like this, buy the pullback, and it goes up. That's the secret to trading. Don't think about it too much. That's kind of where we're at right now. Like when you get down the rabbit hole and you're thinking about the Fed and you're thinking about the election, you're thinking about coronavirus, then you start making decisions that are not necessarily based on price. Focus on the price. The rest can go behind. Now there are some opportunities out there in the market, but that are undervalued. But right now things are not being pushed by valuations. But right now the market's kind of all over the place. We'll kind of see right now there's not really much red except for Facebook. But it's pushing up. Facebook is pushing up green. Facebook pushed up to 247 yesterday and gave all of it back. But it's trying again today. Let's see what it does, Let's see what Facebook does. Boeing, of course, is red. IBM is red. Target is red. Banks are having earnings next week. Let's see. Banks, we do have XLF is kind of basing down here at 23. XLF Financial ETF does look like it could bounce up here on earnings. Now, if the bank earnings are disastrous, we're going to be in some trouble. But like JPM, I mean, we're at the lows here practically, and if you look at implied volatility for this for next week's only 52%, really low. Earnings next week on JP Morgan. So I don't know. What are they pricing in? That's just going to be kind of chilling. Is it going to explode to the upside? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to these banks, but I think that they're going to need some good numbers. But on next Tuesday, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citi have earnings. So I've been trying to see if there's a move, if there's going to be a play there or not. But so far, I have not found one on JP Morgan. You can gamble to the upside, but I don't know. I mean, I don't like the way that it moved from 82 up to 115 and gave it most of it back and came back down to the support area. So, and last earnings it did pop, but it gave it all up again. So, I mean, as you can see, any major pop in the financials is being shorted or sold off. GDX, Victor. So GDX, yeah, I mean, GDX is popping off right now. It's up right above. If you guys are trading the miners, popped up. Could have had rejection here, but gapped up and exploded to the upside now. Gold as well. 1825 right now. Gold futures. Crazy. Yo, Dan Lee, what's going on? Brooklyn Kid. Is options trading actually way good to make consistent profit? I've been on and off this. I'm not sure where to go. I mean, like a lot of what a lot of people do when it comes to trading options is they assume too much risk. Instead of your P&L going like this, slow and steady, people want that quick money. And in options, yes, you can make it, but your P&L is going to go like this, right? And I'm aiming more for like this, and a lot of people try to get rich quick. So, you have to kind of determine what trader you are. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, I want to make, I want to turn 2,000 to 100,000 within a month. I mean, we all do, but let's be realistic. If you're trying to do this long term, you have to have a long term mindset. You have to push in a way that every day the market opens, we're open for business. We're doing business on an open market right now, right? You don't show up at, your job and say, hey, I want to turn 2,000 to 100,000 in a day. I mean, you could if and that's the thing. There's the opportunity for you to do that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. But what can happen is consistency. Trading day in, day out, making consistent trades, taking your profits at a good range and knowing what's best for you. And if you have a day job, then you can put on strategies, and you'll mostly be a swing trader selling premium, finding good positions that, and setting your alerts, doing your research at night, setting your alerts when it hits that price, pull the trigger because you already done the research, right? Any thoughts on Florida ICU beds filling? I mean, that's what, Christopher. I mean, Florida's out of control. That's what's going to happen, and that news is going to hit the tape here, right? The news is going to hit when people are getting sick. Death rate goes up, and the bad news is, Christopher, if the ICU beds fill up, that means people are going to die that didn't need to die. And what I mean by that is, if all the beds are filled, there's nowhere for those people to go. So the overflow, the people that need one really bad, and I'm talking about, not necessarily coronavirus patients either, like heart transplants, open heart surgery, gunshots, people that are in critical condition who need the ICU. And if there's no bed for those people are going to die because they don't have anywhere to go, right? If you can't get the care, and it's just crazy to me that if you can't get the care that you need in America, it's bad. I mean, people, I don't know what they need to do. I don't live in Florida, so I don't know what they need to do to get a handle on this. I mean, close the beaches or what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what they need to do. Florida's lost, man. I don't know what to tell you. What do you think of airline puts? I mean, I think if you look at like Delta, I mean, I think down here they're coming back down into value range. I mean and if you look at these compared to like the JP Morgan chart that I just showed you, same exact chart. So I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, are we going to leg down? But down here is the value play. Christopher, I find it odd the market is green on Florida ICU news. Yeah, I mean, as you can kind of see, the market's trying to get over coronavirus. They're trying to get past it. So, market's just kind of chilling. It's moving to the upside. We'll kind of see what happens here. I actually got to go take my dogs to the groomer, so I'm gonna sign off. So you guys all have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.